So is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge the downfall of Disneyland? And when is the new Rise of Resistance ride opening up? And my take of the new land. So in this week's episode of Conquering Theme Parks, we're going to conquer Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. What's up, weirdos? So there have been many reports that Disneyland is a ghost town. Yes, it's crazy to hear Disneyland actually being a ghost town, especially during the middle of the summer. But I'm not making this up. These are actual reports coming from, because Disney has had a low attendance ever since Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opened up. But that also brings in the question, is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge the failure / the downfall of Disneyland? Let's talk about that for a little bit. So when Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opened up to the public without reservations, they blocked out pass holders, they blocked out cast members. That's already knocking out half the people that come to Disneyland, right? Plus, the new land just opened up with only one attraction. And that attraction, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, has seen a really low wait time, which is crazy to think for a ride that just opened up not less than a month ago. As I'm looking at it right now, it's only sitting at a 50-minute wait. And this is the middle of the day that I'm recording this. That's crazy. Like, Radiator Springs is still over a 100-minute wait usually. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakouts are over an hour at least. But is it really the downfall? That's the real question. The numbers for Disneyland have been so low that they had brought back the Electrical Parade, a classic fan favorite nighttime parade. They brought back Soaring Over California and even extended it, I heard. And now they're doing the unheard of, something that I've never thought Disneyland would ever do: offer a bring a friend discounted ticket price. Seeing all of these reports makes you scared for Disneyland. Are they really hurting right now because of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge? I really don't think so. My opinion is that because they blocked out so many people, not so many people came to the land. But it also brings up another question. Did the price hike of 2019 finally hit the roof? Disneyland increases the prices every year, but they're going to keep increasing them until no one starts showing up. So did they finally hit that point where people are not going to show up? And I think so. Personally, I think that's the main reason why it's so dead at Disney. Not that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is a failure. So what does this mean? If the crowds continue to be this low past July and August, because I think their quarterly meetings in August, so they're going to have to report to why the numbers are so low this summer, I could see a price decrease. Personally, I think if they are smart enough to realize that the price increase is the one that's bringing less people to the parks, I can see a price decrease. But as far as I can see it, it looks like they're going to be blaming it on Star Wars Land. Because they're not going to say, oh, well, we price increase and that's why no one's coming. No, they're going to say people aren't coming because Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is a failure. But we could see a price decrease. As you can tell, with the AP holders can bring a friend for $99. I think that's just the start of it. If they see that as a positive and see more people coming because of that, I could see them lowering the prices a little bit more. And breaking news, this just in, they finally announced Rise of the Resistance attraction opening up. It's opening up in December for Disney World, and it's not opening up until January of next year for Disneyland. I know what you're thinking. Why does Disneyland's Rise of Resistance delayed a little bit longer than the one at Disney World, even though Disneyland was the one that was open first? Well, my personal opinion is it's because all the workers are in Disney World trying to open up their land, that once they open up that land, they're all going to come back to Disneyland and open it up. So with the Rise of the Resistance attraction opening up in January, can we see more crowded Star Wars Galaxy's Edge? Is that what Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is missing? I think so. I think that attraction has enough leverage to bring more people to the land. Let me do my little review of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, because not too long ago I just went to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge for the first time, and I would have to say It looks amazing. The minute you walk underneath the arches by Frontierland into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, you feel like you've walked into a totally different park. I've sat there for a good 5 minutes and I'm like, I don't even feel like I'm at Disneyland no more. So the immersiveness of this land is awesome. And I'm glad we have something like that in Disneyland, because I know Disney World has Pandora, and I wanted to see something like this in Disneyland. So it's pretty cool to be able to step outside and not feel like you're at Disneyland still. But I did try the blue and green milk. Personally, they're good, but they're not go-to every time I will go now. They're just a little bit too sweet, I feel like. Blue milk was more my favorite. It tasted more like a cotton candy. Then the green milk tasted more like an exotic fruit, but it was also more like tarty taste. And you can probably get over it really quick, as you guys can tell in the last venture that we just did. But when we went, the land was really not that busy. We waited no more than 45 minutes to get on Millennium Falcon. I rode it twice, one as an engineer and one as a gunner. Engineer is pretty cool because you just press buttons as it crashes and all that stuff, so you get to see more of what's going on, but it's not as interactive as the gunner. When I was a gunner, you have an option between automatic and manual mode. Automatic, you just sit there and press a button and it shoots at everything that's in your area. As a manual mode, you get 3 buttons. You can aim up, press the top one, which means you shoot up, in the middle, and then shoot below. I felt like that was a lot more fun because I get to move the cannons around and shooting everything around me. I didn't get to be a pilot, which I'm bummed about, but I'm going to have to ride Millennium Falcon again, and hopefully I can get a pilot because that looks fun. You get to control it up and down. Depending on which pilot you are, you can control forward, back, up, down, or side to side, depending on which side. And then you get to press a button to go to hyperspeed, and that looks fun. I just like the whole button pushing thing. And also in the queue area right before you get on the Millennium Falcon is pretty cool. They have like a bunch of different groups there, and they have a bunch of cast members running around talking, yelling about colors of your group. And then all of a sudden power starts surging and stuff, and someone starts yelling, press the button, and then they start running and pressing the button. So I just feel like I like the chaos kind of feeling in that area. It gets you more into the storyline of the Millennium Falcon ride. And don't let me get started with the Hondo animatronic. It's so lifelike. The minute I walked into the room where Hondo is, it looked like an actual human being standing up there talking to you, and how he moves like a human being. Animatronics have gotten really advanced. Now let's talk more about the land area. All the cast members are in different uniforms. Even the janitors of the land are not even in their normal white uniforms. And there's random little characters running around trying to hide from the First Order. And they start talking to you, asking if you're part of the Resistance. I think personally it's a good land. If they open up Rise of Resistance, the land would feel more complete. It felt little incomplete because it's just the area where the Millennium Falcon ride is, and then it's the First Order. Then you walk down this long foresty area, and then you're in the Resistance area where the Rise of Resistance ride is supposed to be, and it just seems super dead. So I think once Rise of Resistance opens up, the land will feel a lot more completed. But that's my take of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, my take on if Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is the downfall of Disneyland. So if you guys have any comments down below, any questions about the land, just comment down below. Well, I hope you guys liked it. Hit that like button if you like it. Hit that subscribe button for more adventures. Also, check out the links at the end of my video for more of me, more of my adventures, and where to find me on the social media, guys. Peace out, weirdos.